Okay, so today is a little bit of a story time video. And it might be a little bit of a sad story time video because it has to do with the epic saga dating life that is my dating life of Trisha Paytas. It's literally should be a TV show. I don't think anybody... I don't know if there's always this much drama for single gals, and I know a lot of you might say like, Trisha, you have bleach blonde hair and your tits are always out and you act really slutty. Like, so maybe it does just apply to me that I attract this drama and this heartbreak, but I'm fucking heartbroken right now, and I'm smiling and like laughing to kind of mask how hurt I'm like sad, you guys. Like the past 2 or 3 days, definitely. Like the past week I was feeling like a little sad, but the past 2 or 3 days have felt like I'm dying. Like I literally feel like I'm dying. I really feel people can die of heartbreak. And thank God I was only in this relationship for a year, because I know with my ex-boyfriend who I was in a relationship with 5 years, like it took me 2 years to get over him. Like hopefully this only takes about less than half that time, a fifth of that time if you will. But I've only been in love one other time, and I've only had my heart broken one other time, and now it's going through the same thing because I was really in love with this guy. So before I just go all over the place, I guess I should tell you a little bit of background. I met him literally a year ago last week. And I saw him last week. So I saw him March 19th, 2014, and I met him March 19th, 2013. So it was like almost exactly a year. Did he just run away because it's like, okay, I've been with you a year, now it's time to move on? So I should make it clear that technically we were not boyfriend girlfriend, like obviously, you know. So I don't know if that's gonna change your opinion of the story or my feelings towards him. Like it may. We weren't. I know. Like I knew, he knew. Like obviously I wasn't his girlfriend. So maybe I'm a little not just. Maybe I'm unjustified to feel this way, but I feel this way, so it's just what it is. But of course everyone's like, oh, we don't need to put labels on things. It's such bullshit. Anyways. So I met him last March, and it started out just casual and fun, and like this whole time I think to him this was casual and fun, but you can be casual and fun but still have respect for the other person, you know what I mean? And I think that's kind of where it comes down to. Not that I feel disrespected, I just feel really confused because you know, we talked on the phone, and like we talked in person obviously too, but like we had like 3-hour conversations this time last Monday. Like I'm so confused by everything. Like, you know what I mean? Like we had a connection. I guess that's the point of that. Obviously, I mean, I've had people just use me for sex or just hook up buddies or whatever, but they don't really invest that time, nor does it last a year, you know what I mean? The love word was said by him before a couple times, and I've said it, and I feel it. Like I feel, you know, looking back, obviously he didn't love me or is in love with me, because he wouldn't have just cut me off cold like this. But like I was actually like in love with him, and like I did go on dates, like you guys know, like the will he call guy. Like I would go on dates because he didn't want anything serious with me. And I really thought, oh my god, I'm gonna cry again. My eyelashes are already wonky because I've been crying so much. Like today I just can't even function. Like I just had a shoot, and I like, as soon as I left the shoot I just started crying again. Like I don't even know what's happening with me right now, but I'm not gonna cry. But I would go on dates with other people because he made it clear he wasn't gonna be the one to commit to me. And I guess I should have known from that, like it was just set up for heartbreak, but like I almost didn't care because I loved spending time with him. Like seeing him like was not the only thing, but like the major thing that made me happy in life, you know? And it's like they always say you shouldn't put your happiness on a guy, and they're absolutely right. But like sometimes when I fall in love, I like fall in love so fucking hard, you know, and I can't really even like control it. And I don't know, I guess I'm like a typical girl where I just feel like, okay, he doesn't want commitment, maybe he'll change, and you know, maybe he'll see, like, but here's the thing, right? So literally I saw him, last time I saw him was March 19th. It's the last time I heard from him, and he's not dead. I went on his Twitter and he freaking retweeted someone this past Monday, so, which was actually the first, honestly, to be honest, because I didn't hear from him over the weekend. I thought, okay, maybe he's busy. It wasn't like not typical. I mean, it was a little unlike him to not contact me over the weekend, but sometimes things happen and he's busy and he has kids, and you know, I didn't know, like, you know, and again, I'm not, believe it or not, I'm not one of those, like, pushy drama girls, like, why didn't you text me? But it's literally been over a week, and I have not heard from him. I texted him, and, okay, so this was on Twitter. You guys know, if you follow me on Twitter, you kind of, like, know some of this drama. I had to get some refreshments for this. Okay, so if you follow me on Twitter, you kind of know a little bit of the drama, but just real quick. So, I saw him Wednesday, and he texted me after he left and was just like, you are so amazing, you looked, and I kind of looked a little ratchet that day, not gonna lie, like usually, because he kind of came over like short notice, like literally within like a half hour, so I had to like pretty much like wash, shower, dry, make up my hair, which is almost impossible. Like, it is impossible. That's why I kind of looked a little half mess, half ratchet. And I wasn't like tan, I didn't spray tan or anything, but I usually like, put a lot of effort before I'm gonna see him. But he came over kind of like quick notice on Wednesday, and then like I said, when he left, you know, it was like, he's like, you're so amazing. I'm like, sorry, I look so awful. And he's like, no, you look perfect. And like, and it was fun. Like, we were joking. We were like, he's like, see you soon. Like, okay. And so we texted that night, and then I didn't hear from him. And then the next day, I usually hear from him the next day after I see him. And I didn't. And Friday, Saturday, Sunday went by, and I was kind of busy anyway. So I was kind of, you know, I thought about him, and it kind of sucked that he wasn't texting me, but I was like, okay, you know, always, if I don't hear from him on the weekend, like, I always hear from him, like, Monday, you know what I mean? I know that sounds like, this probably sounds so bad to me. You're like, Trisha, you were just, like, too obsessed. You just are, like, over, and maybe I am, but, like, with him, like, I just felt something different with him, like, you know, like, I know when guys are using me, like, I'm so well aware of that, and, like, I always kind of felt like he was a little using me, but he made me so happy that I kind of looked past it. But he was always sweet to me and nice to me, and I liked him, and, you know, I loved him. Like, I loved him. Like, I cared so much about him. And, like, here's the other thing, right? Oh my god, I probably look such a hot mess right now. He was older, but he's not like, everyone's like, oh, you just go for people who are, like, rich, you're going for the wrong people. Like, he was the opposite of rich. Like, he's almost, he told me, like, he's almost completely broke. Like, you know, and it's like, none of that mattered. Like, all this superficial stuff didn't matter. And I would have been like, live with me, or let me give you money, you know what I mean? Like, I would have pretty much done anything. And it's like, I don't understand how these feelings come about, because I date people who are attractive, and I do date people who are wealthy, or, you know, well known, or you know what I mean? Like, it has nothing to do with what he does or his status or any of that. It's just him, you know? And I just, and he had kids, and I was like, I don't know. I was like, and I was okay, like, you know, I was like cool with everything. Like, I didn't care about anything. And we've had so many problems. Like, here's the other thing. Like, we had so much drama, like crazy stuff. Like, you know, I saw him, I went to Toronto to see him, I went to New York to see him. And like, in those trips, we had so much drama where I was like a crazy ass person, like insane. Like, I wouldn't even trust myself. Like, I like had the craziest bitch fits, and I would say awful things to him, and then, like, he still would be, like, you know, I would say I'm sorry, and he would accept my apology, and it's like, nothing crazy happened. Nothing crazy had happened since New Year's, like, around New Year, before New Year's. So, like, this whole year, like, we were cool, and, like, just, I don't know, like, I don't know, I felt like I felt him distancing himself, but I knew he was very busy, so, like, I didn't see him as much as I used to, so maybe that should have been, like, a clue. But, okay, here's actually the drama, the point of this. Okay, so, texted him Monday, going back to that now. So, texted him Monday after I didn't hear from him, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And it usually, okay, it's iMessage, so usually, okay, so it looked like it sent. It wasn't, like, going or, like, thinking about it. But it didn't say delivered. It didn't say not delivered either. You know how sometimes you get an error? And it didn't turn green. So, like, if a guy's on like, because he was on a plane, like, he's been on, obviously he's been on planes, but, like, when he's traveling and he's on a plane, like, if I text him, it turns green. He was out of the country last year, and I texted him, and it turned green. And then I'm having, like, psychopath that I am. I'm like, oh my god, did he block me? And I was, like, Googling all these things, and some people are saying it could be a possibility. Some didn't even have my symptoms, so to speak. Someone said that if they're blocked, it'll still say delivered, like the person won't know they're blocked, and then someone's like, if you call and it rings once and goes straight to voicemail, you're blocked. So I called, and it went straight to voicemail and I was blocked, but then I called from my home phone, which I don't think he would have blocked because I've only talked to him like one time on it, and it went straight to voicemail as well. Then I had my girlfriend, I blocked her, and then I had her text me because I was on my home phone. I'm like, okay, text me and tell me what it says, and hers said delivered even though I had blocked the caller. So I'm like, well, did he block me? Is his phone dead? Is it off? Like, I don't know. I still don't really know, but like I hear, this is where I'm like, I'm pretty sure he's avoiding me, obviously. So then, like I said, Monday he retweeted someone, so I like knew he was alive, which was, thank goodness, because the text I sent him, and it wasn't anything like, I never was like aggressive with my text. I never was like, why the fuck didn't you text? Like, I was just like, are you alive? Is basically what I said Monday, because it was like kind of weird, and that's when the thing didn't deliver or turn green or anything. And it's still like that now. If I look at my phone, it still says that. And then, so I didn't hear from him that night, so I was like, okay, I'm not going to be a crazy person. Like, just simmer. Maybe I'll hear from him tomorrow. I didn't hear from him, so noon on this past Tuesday, I sent him an email. Excuse me. I sent him an email. Or did I? Wait, hold on. Let me think. Oh, yeah. Okay, so I sent him an email at noon. So I sent him one text on Monday night. It kind of didn't go through. Then I sent him an email. And I'm like, are you okay? Are you mad at me? I tried to send you a text and it didn't go through. You're the only one. Like, I just hope everything's okay. And, sad face, you know? Like, just, again, normal and, like, more about his safety than mine. Or my, you know, my well-being, my mental state. So, didn't hear back from him, and I was like, okay, well, if his phone, like, and his job requires him to be, like, and he's, like, always on his phone, even when he's over here, like, he always takes calls and, like, texts, and, you know, like, it doesn't take, like, a long time to respond, so, like, if he, like, lost his phone, or his phone is broken, or turned off, or whatever, like, he wouldn't not have access to his email, especially since, he, like I said, he has kids, and he has, like, his job is, like, you know, booking work, like, gigs, you know, through himself, basically, like, he is his entity, so, like, okay, obviously he would have checked his email, and we've emailed tons of times before, so he knows my email, like, he could have totally reached out to me. No response, and this is just consuming my mind, like, it was just consuming my mind so much, so I'm Googling, I'm calling my friends, like, does this mean blocked? I'm tweeting, like, what does this mean? So basically everyone's like, oh, Trish, I wouldn't worry about it, like, his phone's probably just off. Okay, well, obviously it's been off now for 4 days, like, obviously I'm not buying that, like, maybe he didn't block me and it just doesn't show up delivered, maybe it's something different, I don't know, because here's the other thing then. So I sent him another text, question mark, question mark, question mark. Same thing happened where it didn't push through. I sent him an email like a crazy person, and I'm like, did I do something wrong? Sad face, I'm so confused, like, this was 7 o'clock on Tuesday, nothing. And so then I'm like, okay, let's just call him. Like, what do I have to lose? Like, okay, I know this may come off like kind of stalkerish, but like the thing is like, I cared so much about him. We texted every single day, like multiple times a day. Like, you know, I cared about him. I'd grown so attached to him. So I called him, like I said, I told you, I called him and, you know, went straight to voicemail, and with both phones, my cell phone and my house phone, and I just, you know, I've just let it go, because it's like, I was talking to my girlfriend last night, and I'm just like, well, I guess I should leave with like a little bit of dignity. I assume he obviously doesn't want to talk to me. Obviously he's getting my emails, like, but he has to be, like, you can't block an email, like, and I'm sure he's on his email, he's always on his email. I don't know what I did wrong. I've been replaying every scenario, like, our last conversations while he was here, like, just, he said something on Wednesday when I saw him where he's like, oh, everything just always ends horrible, like these kind of relationships when I meet girls online or whatever. And I'm like, uh-oh, better watch out. But it was obviously a complete joke, and he's like, oh, I'm not worried about it. Like, I don't know, like, that's the only thing I could think of. And then I'm like, did he hear something from somebody else? Did he read something on the internet about me he didn't like? Did he see something on the internet he didn't like about me? But it's like, he's always been one to kind of like confront me if he like sees something that I do that's a little too much for him, you know what I mean? Because he is older and like a little like more conservative, you know, publicly his persona is very more conservative and stuff. And so I'm just like to not respond at all, like to emails or texts. Okay, well, text if he blocked me, but even to my emails, or even just, okay, here's the thing, because then I was going over other scenarios, my girlfriend, and she's like, well, you know, maybe he like found someone else, and maybe he did. Like, okay, here's the thing, if he found someone else, if he just got bored of me, disgusted with me, like, don't you think after a year of like texting someone every single day, you know, being in different states with the person, you know, basically vacations with them, like, don't you think it's like the very, very minimal courtesy you could do is be like, this isn't working for me, we need time apart, like slowly distance yourself, but just to cut me off cold completely, like literally vanish. If he did not retweet someone on Monday, I would have thought he was dead, like not even joking, and I'm so confused because, okay, like the Will He Call guy, who obviously never called or contacted me after our little hookup, like I understand that was one night or like a month hookup or something, like yeah, but this is like something that is a relationship no matter which way you look at it. If nothing else, like if you don't want to call it a friendship or a boyfriend girlfriend, like it was a relationship we had. We were two people very intimate with each other, very candid. You know, I told him so much stuff. I don't I'm so confused right now. Like I've never been more confused and I've never been more hurt because like literally this time last week he was saying like, love you, miss you, like I honestly don't even know. I don't even know, but like I said, there's nothing I can even do. And there's just nothing, and there's nothing I'm going to do. I mean, I could be like all crazy and like tweet at him, but like I'm not going to be that like psychotic. Like clearly he's avoiding me or not wanting to talk to me. Even my ex-boyfriend, who was like the biggest asshole in the world, verbally, physically, mentally abusive, at least he's like, yeah, I'm sleeping with her, I'm like, sorry. You know, or like found someone else, see ya when we're on again, you know, in 3 months. Like I'm so confused. So I'm just like looking for answers. Like I just want to make sure if he stopped talking to me, I just want to know why. Like, is it something I did? Like I would like to know so I don't do this in future relationships if I did something wrong, or I'm so confused, you guys. I'm so confused. And like I said, I mean, maybe I'm like a little delusional that, because he said he didn't want to, you know, he's not committed. He, you know, he's older and has never been married. Like, you know, so maybe I was delusional. I don't know how I was thinking it was going to end. I didn't think it was going to end this abruptly. I didn't want it to end this abruptly because honestly, I was trying to date to find someone to get over him because I kind of knew in the back of my mind that it wasn't going to work out, but I didn't think that I was going to be this harsh of an ending. Like, it's harsh, like, to just leave someone so, like, cold and distant and, like, not acknowledging anything. Like, even an email, even, like, sorry, been busy, like, just any sort of response. It's, like, literally the worst. It's, like, no closure of, like, anything. And like I said, maybe we're not boyfriend, girlfriend, but we were we had a relationship with each other. You know, I feel like when any relationship should end, there should be communication, you know, like at least something. Even, gosh, you guys, this has been so hard. This is like, this past week is like rains and pours. I lost one of my best friends. I have crazy people contacting me, like just random people, you know, and it's like, I don't know. Maybe I'm doing something wrong as a person that I can't keep friends and can't keep relationships, and you know, but no one's giving me any feedback in my personal life, you know? I don't know what's happening. It makes no sense. Like, I'm just like shaking so much. Oh my god, like I'm literally like, last night when I was talking to my friend Shauna, my girlfriend, hey Shauna, like I was just like shaking. She's not even like a huge fan of this guy. Like, she knows some of our drama and stuff that I've gone through with this guy. So she's not even a huge fan, but she was still trying to figure out like a rational way, like an explanation of what happened. And I'm just thinking like, we have a few mutual people we know that maybe someone said something to him about something. I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm shaking. Like, when I was talking to Shauna last night, I was like literally shaking on the phone. Like, I'm just like, what is happening? Because it's like, I mean, I think my biggest thing is like, he made me happy and I hate losing something that made me so happy. Because I'll tell you what, he was not perfect. He was so far from perfect, and I accepted every single flaw, every single thing that I think most women would go running. And a lot of people are like, well, you know, maybe you're just too clingy and too available, maybe you need to be less available, and then he'd come. But it's like, I don't want to play that game. Like, I want to be around him anytime he wants to see me, or, you know, I want to see him. Like, you know, I don't want to play games like, oh, I'm busy when I'm not. And I just, oh my gosh, you guys, this is it. Oh my god, I was going to do a favorites. No, I can't even do, like, I was going to do a monthly favorites right now. I can't. Like, I'm just like, I was vlogging earlier and I could like barely keep it together. Oh my gosh, I'm crazy. Maybe I am crazy, but I'll tell you what, I've done a lot of crazy things to this guy, and the fact that like he leaves now, it's like, well, jeez, I don't know. And like I said, it's like, I don't know, because I always said if I found a guy that I was interested in, if what we were doing was just casual, like, I would tell him, like, oh, I'm in a relationship now, like a serious one. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it would hurt, but it doesn't hurt as much as this does. And not only that, at least it give me closure, so my mind's not like running a million miles an hour. Like, what happened? What did I do wrong? Did someone say something? Did he read something? Did, like, you know, like, I'm just so hurt and confused, and I don't know. So I would love to hear any of your guys' thoughts, inputs, insights. You know, and I know a lot of people on Twitter, because I was like tweeting about this past Tuesday, you know, a lot of people are like, you know, he doesn't deserve you, and blah, 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 he's just an asshole, and like, is that what it comes down to? He's just a jerk? But like I said, I've dated so many jerks, and like, you know, at least, I don't know. It's weird, and like, I feel like I was blocked. I mean, right? It seems like I was blocked. I can't even dwell on it, because the bottom line is, even if I'm blocked or not blocked, if he's not returning my text or my emails, like, he clearly doesn't want to get in touch with me. And like I said, it's been over a week now, and there are multiple ways to get a hold of me, but I hope he's okay, I guess. I don't know. So that's where I'm at. So sorry if this video is really long. Oh my goodness. Going to dinner with my mom and sister tonight, and I so need it. Oh, just like a break. Thank goodness for distractions in life, isn't it? I'm so unbelievably heartbroken right now. I'm shaking, and I'm so sad. I'm so sad. Like, I'm trying so hard to be strong. You guys know I'm like really sad when I can't even, when I'm like not letting tears come out, because like I just have to like think about, I'm thinking about everything else but this situation, but all I can think about is this situation. I'm so sorry. This channel lately, I think, has been so crazy. You guys are probably like, what is happening? And you guys know, I know, and I was talking to my other friend last night about this through text messages, and he's like, you know, it's just God's way of saying he wasn't right for you. And I definitely know in my heart, like, that's true. I just wish it wasn't so painful, and like, why I gotta go through this. I don't understand. But anyways, I'm gonna go. I love you guys, and thank you guys for watching, and just, I don't know, this is like kind of therapeutic for me. I don't know. Like, I'm so thankful for YouTube lately. This past week, I've just been spewing randomness, so I love you guys. I'm gonna try and keep it positive. I'll be fine. I'll be fine, always. I'll be okay, just not today, right? But I love you guys so much. Thanks for watching, and until next time, you know, kisses for my little baby fishies. Oh my god, like, I can't even. Bye guys, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna just laugh. Love you guys. Bye.